Well, good afternoon and welcome to the midday news on Rajya Sabha television. My name is Aishwarya Kapoor and here are the headlines. I will get a clear victory, says Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy ahead of a trust vote. Congress's Ramesh Kumar unanimously elected Speaker after BJP nominee Suresh Kumar withdraws from contest. Centre trying to match educational requirements with the idea of New India, says Prime Minister Modi to students at Vishwa Bharati University. Jointly inaugurates a symbol of India-Bangladesh cultural ties, Bangladesh Bhavan, with visiting Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Opposition calls a statewide ban in Tamil Nadu against police action in Tuticorin, Section 144 in the district till 27th of May. 13 people were killed in violent protests demanding closure of Sterlite copper plant. 15 injured in an IED blast at an Indian restaurant in Ontario in Canada. 2 unidentified men detonate a device and flee. MEA in touch with the High Commissioner in Canada. And which team takes on Chennai Super Kings in the final of the IPL will be decided today. Kolkata Knight Riders play Sunrisers Hyderabad in the second qualifier match at the Eden Gardens. And first up, all the news from Karnataka. All right, so in a short while from now, newly elected Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy will face a floor test to prove majority of his government in the Assembly. Kumaraswamy is claiming support of 117 MLAs, including 36 MLAs of his party and 1 MLA of ally BSP. The party has also the support of 78 Congress MLAs. The alliance also has a claimed support of the lone KPGLP MLA and an independent. Kumaraswamy needs 111 MLAs to win the confidence motion. While he is expected to sail through the floor test, his real test will be expanding the cabinet with the Congress. As per the agreement between the two parties, the Congress party will get the lion's share with the 22 ministries and the JDS will be getting 12. And ahead of the vote, Kumaraswamy expressed confidence of a win.
No, for me, it is a simple issue. I have no tension. I will going to win clearly.
And Ramesh Kumar is the new Speaker of the Karnataka Assembly. The Congress JDS nominee was elected unopposed after the BJP's candidate for the post, Suresh Kumar, withdrew his nomination ahead of the election. B.S. Yediyurappa said that the BJP candidate withdrew from the election so that it could be unanimous to maintain the dignity of the Speaker's post. The Congress JDS coalition had unanimously chosen Ramesh Kumar as its candidate for the post, and 5-time BJP MLA Kumar had filed his nomination papers before the Assembly Secretary on Thursday. All right, my colleague Rajat Kane is now joining us live from the newsroom. Rajat, now Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy is going to face a floor test at the Vidhan Sauda in a short while from now. Obviously, that potentially ending the politically uncertainty in the state. He's widely expected to sail through. But tell us more.
Well, that's right, Aishwarya. H.D. Kumaraswamy, he expressed his confidence that he'll get the numbers in a floor test, and that's something which the Congress and JDS alliance has been saying from the day one they had struck the alliance, when the results were just trickling in Karnataka last week. The two parties had struck an alliance. Now, in significant development, one could say that BJP candidate Suresh Kumar, which is senior MLA, 5-time MLA, has withdrawn from the fray. So that somewhat also indicates that possibly there was no contest in terms of the choice of the Speaker. Now, the alliance currently is having a numerical strength of 117, given the magic mark being 111 in a truncated house. Remember, Karnataka is a 224 MLA house. The elections on 2 seats were countermanded, whereas the strength has come down effectively by 1 more seat, as H.D. Kumaraswamy had contested and won from 2 seats. So he had to vacate 1 seat. Now, election for these 3 seats would be held later. that could be a different narrative altogether when the results for those 3 seats come. But as of today, it seems that Kumaraswamy is confident of getting the numbers. Now, the floor test in Karnataka would be held in possibly an hour from now. Currently, we are having the leaders from the parties, the respective parties, making their submissions, speaking before the House, making claims as to where the mandate was. So it'll be interesting to see the exact numbers which comes after the floor test.
Right. And Rajat, even if you assume that HD Kumaraswamy does sail through this floor test, but there are also big question marks because, you know, yesterday raising a speculation about Kumaraswamy's full tenure as the Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister and Congress leader G. Parameshwara had said that they have not discussed those modalities about the full tenure of the Chief Minister, and also there's going to be, after this floor test, there's going to be cabinet expansion. So those will be the areas that we have to look for possible, difference of opinion.
Well, Aishwarya, that's right. The alliance would be on a lookout, as given the history between the two parties, Congress and the JDS, when they had parted ways after running government for 2 years, when they had come for the first time in 2004. Then the JDS apparently had agreed for a low-key Congress leader as a chief minister. Now today, JDS is on the driving seat in terms of having a chief minister, but on the other hand, we have Congress which somehow bargained for more number of ministries. It will be interesting to see which ministry goes to the kitty of which party. In months from now, given the bonhomie between the opposition parties, we saw the optics at the time of Kumaraswamy's swearing-in ceremony. There were a lot of several opposition leaders from the non-BJP ruled states who had come and form an umbrella, dropped hints of forming an umbrella alliance for the 2019 polls.
Yes.
Now, it may happen that the friction, which is reported in several forums, that may not come so soon, but at the same time, given already statement of the Congress ministers and Congress leaders, there would be a testing waters for this alliance to come in near future.
Right. Thank you so much, Rajat, for all those updates there on Karnataka. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in West Bengal along with Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. They are going to hold talks. So Prime Minister Modi addressed the 49th convocation ceremony at the Vishwa Bharati University at Shanti Niketan in West Bengal in the presence of Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today. And addressing the students, he said that the centre is trying to match the educational requirements with the idea of New India. He asked the graduating students at the university to reach out to over 100 villages and help them evolve. The Prime Minister also said that the founder of the university, Rabindranath Tagore, was a global citizen. Later, he, along with the Bangladeshi Prime Minister, jointly inaugurated the Bangladesh Bhavan. The two leaders will hold bilateral talks in a short while from now. Now, this is Prime Minister Modi's third informal meet with a global leader since April.
शायद ही कभी ऐसा मौका आया हो कि एक कॉन्वोकेशन में दो देश के प्रधानमंत्री मौजूद हो। भारत और बांग्लादेश दो राष्ट्र हैं, लेकिन हमारे हित एक दूसरे के साथ समन्वय और सहयोग से जुड़े हुए हैं। जैसे आप ये संकल्प ले सकते हैं कि 2021 तक, जबकि इस संस्थान की शताब्दी हम मनाएंगे, 2021 तक ऐसे 100 गांव विकसित करेंगे। यहां के हर घर में बिजली कनेक्शन होगा, गैस कनेक्शन होगा, शौचालय होगा, माता और बच्चों को टीकाकरण हुआ होगा, घर के लोगों को डिजिटल लेन देन आता होगा, उन्हें कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर पर जाकर महत्वपूर्ण फॉर्म ऑनलाइन भरना आता होगा। एक नई दिशा देते हैं। हमारे विश्वविद्यालय सिर्फ शिक्षा के संस्थान ना बने, लेकिन सामाजिक जीवन में उनकी सक्रिय भागीदारी, इसके लिए प्रयास निरंतर जारी है। सरकार द्वारा उन्नत भारत अभियान के तहत विश्वविद्यालयों को गांवों के विकास से जोड़ा जा रहा है। फ्रेंड्स, गुरुदेव के विजन के साथ साथ न्यू इंडिया की आवश्यकताओं के अनुसार हमारी शिक्षा व्यवस्था को सुदृढ़ करने के लिए केंद्र सरकार लगातार प्रयासरत है। इस बजट में रिवाइटलाइजिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड सिस्टम इन एजुकेशन यानी RISC राइज नाम से एक नई योजना शुरू करने की घोषणा की गई। इसके तहत अगले 4 साल में देश के एजुकेशन सिस्टम को सुधारने के लिए 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया खर्च किया जाएगा। ग्लोबल इनिशिएटिव्स फॉर एकेडमिक्स नेटवर्क यानी ज्ञान भी शुरू किया गया है। इसके माध्यम से भारतीय संस्थाओं में पढ़ाने के लिए दुनिया के सर्वश्रेष्ठ शिक्षकों को आमंत्रित किया जा रहा है।
And Prime Minister Modi will start a 5-day visit to Indonesia and Singapore from 29th of May. The Ministry of External Affairs said that a raft of agreements, including in areas of defense and security, are expected to be inked during the two-nation visit. The Prime Minister will arrive in Indonesia on 29th of May. And India and Indonesia are likely to sign a pact on defense cooperation as a similar agreement inked years ago had expired. Boosting trade and enhancing connectivity will be another focus area of the Prime Minister's visit to Indonesia, which will be his first to the country since assuming office. He will then leave for Singapore on 31st of May for a 3-day visit. There, the Prime Minister will hold bilateral talks with his Singaporean counterpart and deliver the keynote address at the Shangri-La Dialogue. Narendra Modi is the first Indian Prime Minister who has been invited to deliver the keynote address at the forum, which is expected to be attended by the top leaders from several important countries. Both Indonesia and Singapore are India's key partners in the ASEAN region. While Indonesia has a mutual trade with India to the tune of $18 billion, Singapore's trade with India stands at $15 billion.
In the last 4 years, we have had visits to all the 10 ASEAN countries at the highest level, that is at the level of our President, our Vice President and our Prime Minister, who have covered all the 10 ASEAN countries. Our Prime Minister's visit takes place to Indonesia and to Singapore in this context of continued engagement with a very important part of the region with whom we attach a lot of importance.
And the UGC, or the University Grants Commission, has approved regulations for online courses by universities. The higher educational institutions and universities will now be able to offer graduate, postgraduate and diploma programs online from this academic session. Union HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar tweeted that this is a landmark reform in the field of higher education. The decision will also help top-rated institutions to offer certificate, diploma and degree programs in full-fledged online mode in only those disciplines in which it has already been offering the same or similar programs or courses at the graduation level in regular mode. Time to take a very short break here. We'll be back with more news.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Welcome back after the break. And fuel prices have surged to a record high as prices continue to increase for the 12th straight day today, with petrol and diesel prices being hiked by 32 and 18 paise respectively. The new prices came into effect from today. Domestic fuel prices are increasing as the price of crude oil in the international market continues to rise. The value of the rupee against the US dollar has also affected fuel prices. And 5 Indian Mujahideen militants have been convicted in the 2013 Bodh Gaya serial blast. The accused were convicted by the Special NI Court in Patna today. The quantum of the sentence will be pronounced on 31st of May. 5 people, including 2 Buddhist monks, were injured in a series of blasts in and around the Mahabodhi temple complex in Bodh Gaya. News from Kerala now, where the centre has said that the Nipah virus outbreak in the state is localized and that there is no need to panic. 12 deaths have been reported in Kerala so far since the outbreak. Antiviral medicine ribavirin is being distributed in affected areas. The state government has also called an all-party meet today to discuss issues related to the outbreak. Meanwhile, India has also written to Australia asking it to provide an antibody developed there to test if it can neutralize the virus in humans. The antibody, however, has not been tested on humans so far. On the other hand, in Himachal Pradesh, the samples of dead bats that were found from a government school have been sent for testing. Himachal Pradesh has also issued an advisory.
पूरी निगाह रख के गांव-गांव में क्षेत्र में जाके वो भ्रमण कर रहे हैं और लगातार यहां से स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय से उनकी तारतम्य जुड़ी हुई है। हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इसमें ये पूरी तरह से लोकलाइज्ड है, कोई एपिडेमिक बीमारी ये नहीं है और दूसरी नई कोई चीजें नहीं आई हैं। 30 में से जो 17 अन्य लोग जो संदेह उनको आइसोलेशन वार्ड में रखा गया है और नर्स या डॉक्टर को भी घबराने की जरूरत वहां नहीं है। उनको हर प्रकार का सुरक्षा कवच दे करके ही वो ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हैं।
News from Tamil Nadu now, where a dawn to dusk strike call has been given by the opposition parties to protest the killing during police firing in Tuticorin. A total of 13 people have been killed in the protest, demanding the closure of the Sterlite copper plant owing to pollution concerns. 102 people were injured and also vehicles worth over 1.27 lakh rupees were burned down during the violent protests this week. Now, police say that the situation in the town is calm and under control. Section 144 has also been imposed there till 27th of May. The district administration has also cut off electricity to the plant. The chairman of the Vedanta, owner of the plant, says that what happened in Thoothukudi is sad and that they are strictly following the orders of the court and the government. The Madras High Court had stayed the proposed expansion of the plant. On to a special report. Well, time and again, civil society and the hapless victims of triple talaq in the country have raised their voices against the abhorrent practice. Triple talaq enables a man to simply utter those dreaded words thrice and unilaterally divorce his wife. Since long, these voices of dissent have fallen on deaf ears. In fact, according to reports, nearly 92% of Muslim women want a total ban on unilateral divorce. Modi government rose to the occasion by bringing Muslim women protection of rights on marriage bill in December 2017. This progressive bill is currently with the Select Committee of Parliament.
हस्बैंड ने कहा कि ऐसा है, अब आज के बाद मेरा तुम्हारी ज़िंदगी से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। मैंने बहुत रोने के बाद भी इन बच्चों की इतनी दुआएं दी कि बच्चों का क्या होगा, 3 बच्चों का, बच्ची बड़ी हो रही है और पढ़ाई का लिखाई का इनका क्या होगा कि हम नहीं जानते इस बात को। फिर मम्मी के कहने पर उन्होंने 3 बार तलाक है तलाक है तलाक है ये कहा। कहने के बाद वो चले गए, लेकिन कहानी यहाँ पर ख़त्म नहीं हुई। वो 2-3 दिन बाद आए और पूरे अपने रिश्तेदारों को इकट्ठा किया उन्होंने। इकट्ठा करने के बाद उन्होंने सबसे पहले मुझे कमरे से घसीटते हुए लाए, फिर उन्होंने एक एक करके पहले मेरा स्टॉल उतारा, फिर मेरा दुपट्टा उतारा।
2007 में मेरी शादी हुई थी और अभी 5-6 साल से मुझे परेशान कर रहे हैं। लेकिन लास्ट 3 इयर्स से तो बहुत ही दुखी कर रहे हैं जब से मेरी ये बिटिया हुई है। इसके बाद ही इनका इस लड़की से चक्कर चल रहा है जिसका नाम सोनम है, और अब ये इसके साथ ही रह रहे हैं, घर छोड़ के भाग गए हैं क्योंकि ट्रिपल तलाक पे रोक लग गई है।
It's a sad story of how the patriarchal dominance blighted the lives of generations of voiceless women. Triple talaq was one such tool used to keep women in subservience since a long time. It not just destroyed the families but also the worst sufferers were the innocent children.
चाहे इंसान जितना भी कर ले, कहीं ना कहीं प्रॉब्लम्स आ ही जाती हैं, तो हर बार किसी और से तो नहीं मांग सकते, रिश्तेदार भी कब तक हेल्प करे, उनके भी बच्चे होते हैं, तो यही है, या तो आदमी सुलह मांग ले या फिर क्लेम दे।
Today, more and more women are gathering courage to challenge this regressive custom. Niyazami, the Delhi chapter convener of Bharatiya Muslim Mahila Andolan, says Muslim women are increasingly taking help of women commissions to disentangle from this web of pain. The commission provides free legal help and counseling to victims of triple talaq.
बहुत ज़्यादा इन महिलाओं को सफ़र करना पड़ जाता है जब इनके पास जानकारी नहीं होती है, जब इनके पास लीगल पावर नहीं होती है, तब इन्हें बहुत सफ़र करना पड़ता है। तब ये हम लोगों के पास सेंटर पे आती हैं तब, और हम इनको मोटिवेट करते हैं, इन्हें एक लीडर के रूप में उभारने की कोशिश करते हैं और इनको जानकारी देते हैं ताकि जो इनके साथ हुआ वो और किसी के साथ ना हो।
The sensitization against triple talaq is fast spreading in the country. Earlier, the women would accept it as fait accompli, but not anymore. They are now coming forward in large numbers to demand equal rights and better treatment. Though there are dissenting voices against the provisions in terms of punishment.
किसी भी कानून के तहत जो पति ऐसा गलत डिवोर्स देने की कोशिश करता है गलत तरीके से, उसको जेल भेजने का प्रावधान नहीं है। इस कानून में जेल भेजने का प्रावधान है, जो ना तो महिला चाहती है, जो महिलाएं पीड़ित होती हैं वो भी नहीं चाहती हैं कि हस्बैंड जेल जाए, वो तो चाहती हैं कि हस्बैंड रहें और देखें और हमारा केयर करें।
There's a visible change in the ground situation. Cases are on rise where husbands have avoided divorcing their wives by uttering triple talaq due to tough penal provisions.
ट्रिपल तलाक कानून आने के बाद उन्हें ये डर है कि अगर वो मुझे तलाक देते हैं तो उन्हें कुछ एलिमनी देनी पड़ेगी या उन्हें जेल हो जाएगी, इसीलिए उन्होंने ये स्टेप उठाया कि वो घर से बिना बताए भाग गए।
Earlier, there were multiple litigations pending against triple talaq in different courts of the country, and then Supreme Court formed a constitutional bench to look into the issue and various aspects. The bench barred this regressive practice and asked the government to bring relevant law on it. The government brought Muslim Women Protection of Rights and Marriage Bill. It was passed in the Lok Sabha on December 28, 2017, making instant triple talaq or talaq-e-biddat a criminal offence with a jail term of up to 3 years. It would also make it cognizable non-bailable offence. But like earlier progressive laws, this law too needs a proper roadmap.
इससे पहले भी इंडियन पिनल कोड में सेक्शन 498A को जोड़ा गया था, क्रूएल्टी को जो डिफाइन करता है। उसके अलावा प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट आया था 2005 में, डाउरी प्रोहिबिशन एक्ट भी है। बट जितने भी ये कानून बनाए गए हैं ये अभी तक अपना पर्पस उतना सर्व नहीं कर पा रहे जितना कि उन्हें सर्व करना था। हालांकि इससे कहीं ना कहीं कुछ फ़ायदा तो होगा ही, महिलाओं को होगा ही, मगर ये क्या पूरी तरह से अपना पर्पस सर्व कर पाएगा ये सिर्फ वक्त ही बता सकता है।
Muslim Personal Law Board has criticized the new bill as interference in Sharia, calling it anti-constitutional, though the experts do see merit in it.
बेहतर होता गवर्नमेंट के लिए कि वो मुस्लिम स्कॉलर्स के साथ में बैठ कर के वो तय करती कि भाई इसका ड्राफ्ट बनना चाहिए और हम इस चीज़ों को रोकना चाहते हैं जिसको शरीयत ने भी एक सीटिंग में अच्छा नहीं समझा गया, उसको गलत समझा गया है, तो वो ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीक़ा होता। वजह उसके ऐसा महसूस होता है कि जैसे बज़ोरे जो है क़ुव्वत, बज़ोरे ताकत जो है वो किया जा रहा है।
The Indian Constitution sharply toplines the supremacy of the citizens' right, placing them above all other rights. In this case, the government has honored this tradition in letter and spirit. Both the government providing succor to thousands of victims of triple talaq is seen as a step in the right direction. Syed Mohammad Fateh Tipu's report, Rajya Sabha TV.